What's up, y'all? Welcome to the All Hard Grit and Grind channel. And this is your host, K Breezy. Now, what we're going to get into today is I see that there is this idea or question that's being pondered. And it goes kind of like this. Who else does the United States of America owe reparations to? Yeah, you heard me right. Who else does this country owe reparations to? Now, a black person pondered this, is entertaining this question. Now I can't say that that's a question that has popped in my mind. Never in my life has a question like that or a thought like that entered in between these ears of mine. A thought like that has never entered this space that's in between my ears called the brain. Never. And I have to question a black man who has had that thought to enter that space that's in between the ears. That has had that thought enter that thing between the ears called the brain. I had to question him. I had to question him on what illicit drugs that he's indulging in, and the frequency and the amount that he's consuming. And then I would encourage him to go to a rehabilitation center and just stay there for a couple of weeks or even 30 days so he can detox, get himself together, get his thoughts together, get his mind together. Because if he doesn't do any of that, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose his mind. Thinking like that, thinking crazy, ludicrous ass thoughts like that. He's about to lose it. That's a black man on the edge. Yeah, because you gotta look at a black man with a side eye that will let something like that come through his mind. Knowing our history. Knowing that as a whole, our race has experienced all kind of atrocities and trauma. I mean, millions of lives were lost. Just think about the number of lives lost over the course of 500 years. 500 years, yeah. And think about the number of lives lost that another ethnic group might have experienced or have experienced, like the Jews, for example. You know, they experienced genocide, you know. And they were put in these concentration camps and put in gas chambers. And I think they say the number of deaths total up to be in the millions, 6-7 million. And I could be wrong. It could be higher. It could be lower. I'm not sure. I just know it was in the millions. And think about some massacres that some other groups have experienced. Maybe 1 or 2 massacres. And genocide of the Jews alone in no way amounts or weighs up to amount of lives lost over the course of over 500 years among African Americans ancestors. And think about the trauma that those that did survive. Think about the trauma that those people did, that those people experienced. Think about that. Can't forget about that. And then you got the Jim Crow era. You know, they were pain was still inflicted on people. You know, the descendants of slaves. You know, those people that lived through the Jim Crow era, their mothers and fathers were slaves, not great grandparents. Mothers and fathers were slaves, and so they're dealing with trauma that has been passed down from them, and even today, you know, it's still ripple effects that's being felt in our community. Yeah, so any black person that's wondering what other groups deserve reparations, you know, you have to just you gotta keep your distance from him, because he's about to self-destruct or something. Something ain't right with that fella. Something ain't right. Because I've never had a thought like that. Nor do I know anybody that has even thought about something that crazy. And I've talked to countless black people. Hundreds of black people, maybe thousands over the course of a lifetime. Not once has that conversation come up. Not once. But hey, just when you think you've heard everything, you know, something like this come up. I tell you. Yeah, so and then you got people that'll say, you got black people that'll say things like, we don't need no reparations, because a lot of us, we're going to blow the money on Cadillacs and Jordans and foreign cars and iPhones and mansions. And I will say, who the hell cares? Who cares? It's their money. Or it's our money, you know. It's our money. I mean, when and if the money does drop, shoot, we should be first in line. We should be first. We should be first with our hand in that proverbial pot of gold. Because I don't know how to, ain't no telling in what form of the money, in what form that reparations is going to come, if it ever comes. But if it does come, we should be the first to be in that line. Now, getting back to these people that say that we don't need no reparations because of what we're gonna do with the money. I mean, it's their money. I mean, it's our money. I mean, think about it. If everybody walking around, if everybody that would otherwise be walking around here stressed out, wondering how they're gonna pay this, wondering how they're gonna pay that, they're about to get evicted, they're about to get their car repossessed. Just think about if majority of us had reparations. We had money in our pocket. We ain't got to worry about this. We ain't worried about nothing. The car note paid. We got the money to pay our car note. We got the money to pay our rent, mortgage, phone bill, utilities. No. That's a large number of people that you have taken off the street, that would be wandering aimlessly or stressed out, those same people would be in these stores shopping, dollar signs in their eyes, in a good mood, in a cheerful spirit, you know. And that's like, and that very person that could be plotting a carjacking or burglarizing a store, or burglarizing a car, or committing a car theft. Yeah, it's one less person that you got running around here or that's casing the joint out. I mean, that's hundreds less people that you got running around here that's casing the bank out, casing the store out, thinking about how they can do a smash and grab, how they can do a leak, how they can hit a big leak. You know, all those people that would be doing these things, they in the mall, they in the car lot, they at a dealership, trying to cop a ride, or they looking at houses, riding around looking at houses. You know, everybody is gleeful, you know. Nobody hating on another because of what they got. I mean, you're gonna always have hating, but still, it's gonna be minuscule compared to how it is now. Cause everybody have money in their pocket, you know. So who cares what they're gonna do with the money? Let them do what they're gonna do with the money. You know. And FYI, there are a lot of us that are business savvy, and we know how to manage money. So not all of us gonna be spending money on frivolous stuff. So get that out your head, okay? Anybody that's thinking it, get that out your head. But anyway, that's all I got. That concludes this video. Wrap with y'all later. Peace.